Never too soon.
And there we are. People can see us. Looks like audio's coming through. Yeah, we're live. Oh my gosh.
Oh, snap.
We apologize in
Yeah.
advance for anything you see, hear, or feel offended by tonight.
Yeah.
Not really.
Sorry, but not sorry.
Yeah, that's how it goes. Yeah. That's it.
All right. Chuck, you want to say anything before we kick it off, or
I don't know.
let
Hi,
me
everyone.
loose on you?
I'm gonna just go loose, Bert. Have at it, man.
All right. Well, we're back with our Umerica campaign, the great food truck rallies. The players decided to go with a food truck. So let's figure out how that turned out. Chuck, do your pluggables and tell us who your character is.
Yeah, I'm Chuck. I run Defenders of Kobold, twitch.tv/Defenders of Kobold. What is it? I have a thing out that poll on Twitter. That's the words that says what our new slogan should be, and it's we're the friends your mother warned you about. Anyway.
And got restraining orders.
Got restraining orders on appropriately. I can't say it's not justified. Anyway, I'm playing Christian. I'm a mutant. I'm giant and beefy and strong, and I've got a little itty bitty tiny head that's in the center of my chest. And that's my only head, so it's not like I have an extra, just one small misplaced head. That's who I'm playing. That's who I am.
Yeah. Mutant extraordinaire, looks completely passable.
Totally
Jeremy, passable. Who you got? Who you playing?
I'm going to be playing Chauncey. I'm a technologist and just an extraordinary human being. I like making ammo and big, big guns.
Very good. Jake?
Well, I'm Jake, one of the aforementioned Defenders of Kobold, and I will be playing a mixed blood human plumber turned scavenger turned food truck gopher, Louis G.
That works. Dan?
I'm playing the human Frank, who is technically a cleric for Buddy O Burger, but really I'm just a fry cook. I turned in for my citizenship last session, so maybe we'll see how that's coming along. And I also basically sacrificed all of my stats to make tasty buns on the grill. My buns, the tastiest buns.
Speaking of tasty buns, Fergie, played by Eddie, will not be joining us tonight, which is appropriate considering he had a little social visit with Buddy O Burger, the deity himself, after last session and is off recovering somewhere. So we're going to take up a few days later, so 3 days later or so. So that is going to pose a problem for some of you, Daniel. So during that time, you'd be able to heal up 3 of your stat points.
Yep.
So 3 points from each stat will heal up.
Yep.
And then you get your normal healing.
That puts me at 6 strength, 6 agility, and 6 stamina.
What else do you need?
Right. And the reason we're picking up just a few days later is because something is on the horizon. You saw a advertisement when you were putting in for citizenship. For some of you, putting in that form went in well. For others, a little bribery was used and still not so good. But you found a little flyer on the wall there. So what was the flyer about? Who remembers?
Ooh, I
was
remember
the
taking
food truck
it.
competition.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't it?
Yeah.
And first place gets a restaurant where apparently lots of people die.
Yes.
Like you get property.
You get property and one person gets citizenship.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Guaranteed citizenship.
It seems
That's
like
right.
winning first place isn't such a good deal, though.
Well, it hasn't
That place
been
seems to have been won repeatedly in the past.
yearly. This is a yearly thing, and it seems like over the past few years, they've just been deeding the same location back to the winners. That wasn't always the thing. But recently, it seems that neighborhood has not been as nice as it once was. But anyway, it starts at the end of the week. So we're starting 3 days into the week. You've got a few days to figure out things. Yeah. So let's just pick it up there. Again, it's been a few days. Frank gets a sending from his deity to let you know that Fergie is just fine, but healing up in Buddy's celestial kingdom for the moment. So you don't have to worry about him.
Still kind of scary, but yeah. Poor Fergie.
All right. So what do you guys want to do?
So
go ahead.
Sorry.
I'm pretty
Does
sure.
it mention like how they're going to judge for this upcoming competition? Is it based on sales or is it based on like actually review of the food?
You actually have no idea. The flyer just said that the annual food truck rally gave you a date of the competition, gave you a place, basically a contact to check in on. You assume to register or otherwise, but that's it. Pretty lacking in information.
Well, I suppose we should reach out to that contact and get the details.
That's a brilliant idea.
Yeah, and if it's all the same, can we have like hand wave going and paying taxes and things like that during our last couple days? Okay.
So are you just as a game thing, are you basically paying your taxes daily, or how are you wanting to do it?
At the moment, pretty much, yeah. I've been tracking them by the day.
Okay. Actually, that helps your plea for citizenship, that you're so eager to pay your taxes.
All right. I kind of figured it'd probably be beneficial to us.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm tracking the income every single day.
All right. Well, the flyer gives a phone number, which you don't really have access to a phone. It's not something that the garage that you're renting out for your place of living right now has one. Mostly those are citizen dwellings have them. You don't really see pay phones around anywhere either. But there is also a location.
Well,
Okay. So we might have to actually walk down to the office.
yeah, let's go. I mean, if we can't call him, I mean, it's either that or we go hit up was it Randy on the dock? See if Randy's got a phone, but.
You do remember seeing a phone in Randy's shop. Otherwise, the place is on Cog Alley. It doesn't really give a name of the establishment. It just gives you an address, which is on Cog Alley.
Maybe we could try and borrow Randy's phone, because that might make us appear like we're people of worth that have access to a phone.
That's a good idea. All right, let's go visit Randy.
All right. So today opens up. It's a dreary day. It's overcast, cloudy. Rain's coming down, some thunder and lightning in the background. Only occasionally do frogs drop from the sky. And Randy is kind of sitting on his wharf, fishing rod out. Doesn't look like he's getting any comers today. It's not looking like a good day for Randy. He's got a 6-pack floating in a rapidly evaporating bowl of ice, fishing rod out, cigar in his mouth as you guys roll in. You drive it up with the food truck?
Yeah, it's
Probably so, yeah.
the only transport we got.
Bribe
Yeah.
them with food. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll
When
bring
you
him
guys-
lunch. And yeah.
All right. Well, when you guys come up, Randy's like, "Hey guys, you can set up if you want, but I'm afraid it's not a great day for customers today. Fish ain't biting either.
Well, that's
Not a good day for Randy."
That's too bad. We brought you lunch.
Here, I'll roll up.
Yeah, let's see how good of the lunch is. Let's have a little roll from our executive chef there.
Let me see what my +1. All right, so I should get +2 die size on this.
Okay.
Because 1 for food service and then 1 for my my bonus here. So I'm trying to remember. 2 die size is up. Is that straight to 32?
That's straight to 30.
He's 30.
30. Yeah, caps out at 30.
Okay. Oh my gosh.
On a D30. Oh my gosh.
Right. So actually, here's what's going to happen.
Oh,
It is actually a great meal. He may not think so in about 12 hours. And if you ever need to reference it, by the way, one of the maps I stuck up here, you should see the DCC dice chain as one of the maps. and that gives you the change there if you need to.
Awesome.
So yeah, it's apparently a good meal. You're not exactly sure how. You're pretty sure that you either forgot or added something extra in today, but you were a little distracted as getting that vision from Buddy O last night kind of put you off your game.
Maybe we used up some
it.
old seafood from a few days ago.
It's bad seafood.
Ooh, that's it. Yeah, it's just leftovers.
The spice kind of covers up the smells.
Yeah.
Oh, Randy may not be your friend after this. So he's like, yeah, wow, thanks, appreciate it. You guys can set up if you want. I know you got some dealings with the crab folk down there. Go ahead and do what you want. I just don't think you're going to have a great day selling here today.
Well, it's all right.
Wait, I got something.
Oh,
Starts wheeling in. He pulls up tire wheel. He's like, dang it. Throws it over onto a pile of tire wheels that have already been accumulated.
Eventually, you'll get them all.
Yeah.
Well, if they'd all, if I could at least get 2 or 4 in the same size, they're all from the damn different size vehicles. Good as that.
Anyway, we are actually wondering if maybe we could borrow your phone.
Yeah, local, right? Local call.
Yeah.
Yeah, go on in. Dial 225 first.
Okay.
It'll blow up on you otherwise. I had a couple of people try to sneak out phone calls once, and I installed a little intrusion detection thing on there. So you don't want a big explosion and lose a hand or two. 225, or was it 255? I don't use it much. I'd try 225.
All right.
Any of you got more than 2 hands? Maybe that person should make the call.
I think we all just got just the 2, not extras.
You do have your tail.
Oh, yeah. I'll just use my tail. That's gonna hurt, but okay.
He flips a coin. He looks at it. 225. Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
We just need the thing longer from Futurama.
So yeah, I'll pick up the receiver with my tail. I'll dial 225 and wince for a moment. And then finish dialing the number. And then once I'm confident it's not going to explode.
Give me a luck check.
Yeah. Nope, that's over.
It's over. Okay. You hear a few clicks. You hear, I don't know that you actually have experience with the telephone. You hear a few clicks, you hear something being dialed in the background. And then on the phone, it's got a little display on it. You see it's counting down from 60 seconds. You don't know what that's about. But your phone call connects. This is Angie Jones. How can I help you?
Hey, we're interested in joining in the food truck competition.
Oh, that's exceptional. We've got 4 trucks ready to go. 5th would make a great show this year. Oh, by the way, thank you for calling WKPT. You're on the air right now. Who are you representing?
I'm representing
50 seconds.
The Dragonverse food truck. We just won a competition, 3 days ago against that one guy.
By Gary.
So we're good, we're famous, we're great, and we need to enter, and I need to end this phone call in about 40 seconds. So
well, that's just fine. Why don't you come out maybe an hour before the competition starts this Sunday? Pick up your packet of the rules, sign away the waivers, and we'll get you all set up. Do you hear that? Folks out there, listen to WKPT today. We've got the Dragonverse. Is that right? The Dragonverse?
That's right. I think that's right. Yeah.
Which will complete all 5 entries for this year's food truck rally. You hear applause in the background. 30 seconds.
Where is the competition located at?
Well, it starts off in Sherwood this year. You should really drop by and get your brochure as early as possible if you are unfamiliar with our yearly traditional food rally.
Oh, we'll do that. We'll do that, and we'll win this competition. The great Buddy O Burger.
10 seconds.
Anyway, I gotta go. Thanks. Bye.
Okay. It stops counting down when you put the handle back on, but it stays 10 seconds. Stays on there.
Is it still counting down?
Mm-mm.
Okay, good. That was almost bad, I think. Anyway, yeah, we got to go stop by the actual address and pick up the brochure. Competition's on Sunday. We're the 5th food truck.
Yeah, maybe we should figure out what the rules are so we know how we can bend them.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Let's go
Or
get
Make
that.
other people break them.
That's even better.
So this is a Wednesday. So you've got a few days to prepare.
All right.
You know, I bet if they're radio folk, they might be chatting. Maybe we could find somebody who could let us in on who some of the other teams are.
That's a great.
And we
idea.
could maybe do a little bit of work
You
before the
remember
competition.
The race.
Well, Randy's got a radio in his shop.
Well, do we have a radio in the food truck?
Unless you put it in as an option, no.
Okay. Or do we want to sit and listen and go get the brochure?
Getting the brochure is a good idea.
Yeah, I think we'll get the brochure first, and then we can, unless the radio can come with us.
I don't want to take Randy's radio. He's having a hard
Yeah.
enough day as
Randy's
it is.
Randy's got this like huge server rack type of thing. It's got like an old Onkyo stereo system that's been patched up with duct tape. He's got these multiple speakers just running through his establishment to pump out the tunes and such. It would be very difficult to pull that out of here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fine. I wasn't sure it was like a little portable radio sort of thing. Or, yeah, we'll leave that alone then.
Yeah. Let's go to Cog Alley and go get the thing.
Sounds like a good plan.
All right, yeah. Randy waves you on. You see him burping a little bit. It's like spicy. Yeah, appreciate it, guys. Maybe better luck next time.
You too.
This time he's pulling up a tire that actually has like a mouth on it and it's chewing at the line. He's got a bat nearby, ready to smack it down, pulling it in. All right, so you take off down Cog Alley.
As we leave, I'll say, hey, that makes great bait too.
Gives you a big thumbs up. All right, Cog Alley on a rainy day like this doesn't dissuade true capitalism from happening. So there's a lot of carts still out, big umbrellas keeping the rain off most of the merchandise. Several carts selling umbrellas to other carts that don't have them. But yes, the smell of capitalism is in the air. Things being traded, etc. So the address isn't specific, but since you called first, you do see that there is a radio station here in Cog Alley. It looks like it's the one that you just called.
Well,
Got a big old several antennas on the roof. You see some drones flying around it. It's the video cam type of drones.
that sounds like what we need.
You lead the way, Frank.
All right, that's a terrible idea, but yes.
We just watched him limp along.
The door kills you, Frank.
Sorry, I did not mean to roll that. But
Yeah, so the door is one of these turnstile type of doors.
so maybe my agility check is good then. Unintentional.
Right. Yeah. So you come up and there's a big sign that says, please enter one at a time.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will enter.
Push through. The inside is it's just a single room here, set of stairs. They go up from the outside. You can tell this is one of the taller buildings along Cog Alley. This is like 4 stories and had a huge array of kind of dishes and satellite antenna on the top of it. But there's this enormous horseshoe style desk in the front. It's got a big sign that says information and in several different languages. There's even like the alienese at the bottom there as well. Behind the desk is what looks to be about a 12-year-old boy who's got these enormous Coke bottle glasses. And they actually are the bottoms of Coke bottles that have been wired into a frame. His head is oversized. His hands are oversized. He's got these skinny little arms, skinny little neck that goes into his shirt with a bow tie on it. And his head barely comes above the desk. Greetings. What can we do for you here at WKPT?
We just called. We're the 5th food truck that registered, so we came over to pick up our information.
Looks around,
The
hefts
worst.
up this big packet and kind of just hefts it over the desk. There's a sign-up packet. Everything you need to know is inside. there's some forms in there, indemnity forms to make sure that you understand that WKPT is not responsible for any death or dismemberment that might happen. There is a next of kin needing to be filled out. If you have no next of kin, WKPT will be the sole beneficiaries of any accidental deaths that might occur. Just sign it all in triplicate. There's a brochure in there. Just stuff it all back in that envelope and you can hand it to me, or there's a slot outside. Pushes up his glasses. Did you get all that?
I think so.
Yeah.
You know anything about the other people in the competition?
He pulls out a clipboard. I've got some basic information, sure.
Who are they?
I think you can tell us.
Well, this is WKPT provided information. We're not supposed to really, talk about it too much. I can give you the names. Let's see what we have here. He adjusts his glasses. We've got the Hunger Mutilators, Armageddon Brunch, Breakfast at Tiffany's, and the Mighty Meat Tones.
Yes.
Nice.
That
works.
Glasses to clean them off. He's got these little itty bitty teeny eyes. Puts them back on. Now, he looks around. I might be persuaded to give you a bit more information if some compensation is forwarded.
I'll throw 10 gold down on the counter.
Whoa. It clinks once and it disappears. Right. Well, it's my lunch break. And he takes the folders that look like yours, but it looks like the outsides have been filled out and lays them on top. You guys can look around the lobby all you want, and I'm just gonna go and have my lunch. Turns around.
Have a good one.
He walks out the turnstile.
I snatch those folders and head on out.
Amazing.
All right. So yeah, you have the paperwork for the Hunger Mutilators, Armageddon Brunch, Breakfast at Tiffany's, and the Mighty Meat Tones. It tells you who their executive chefs or leaders are, tells you a little bit about their culinary specialties, etc. And all their indemnity forms, so you know who the next of kin is and that sort of stuff.
Oh, good.
So if
Perfect,
you
yes.
go back to your food truck and sit and read through it. So the Hunger Mutilators is led by head chef Arnold Awesome, who's a mutant. He specializes in soups and sauces. Armageddon Brunch is led by the wizarding chef Molly Mercury, known for her exotic spices. Breakfast at Tiffany's, led by the chief executive cook Tiffany Tirade, who's known for exotic dishes. And the Mighty Meat Tones, led by a trio of cooking brothers, Terry, 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 Terri, and Terry, Teary. There's actually a signed photograph enclosed with that. Apparently they are a trio of wasteland warriors that compete in combat games out in the wastes. Their specialty is roadkill.
Nice.
All right. Well, is there like next to kin? It's all written in ink or something, right?
Yeah.
We need to go to like an Office Max or something. We need to buy some whiteout, and then we need to change the next of kin on all of these to Terry, Terry, and Terry. That way, when everyone shows up dead, it'll throw the trail off of us.
Now, looking at the packets, it has one of these like security seal things. Like after you put your papers in, you seal it up. And it looks like there's a stamp on the outside. They've all been unsealed and stamped. So it's possible that the information's already been recorded somewhere else, but you don't know for sure.
Okay.
It's still a good idea to take down the information about their next kin.
Yeah. We got all the information. I guess we can start figuring out who we want to sabotage first. It's Wednesday, and we got till Sunday. So,
Why don't everybody who's looking through the paperwork, which sounds like all of you, why don't you all make me an intelligence check?
Intelligence.
oh,
It's going to be kind of high for you guys because you're new to the Citadel of Scrap. So I'm going to say 15.
Luigi.
So I got
Thank goodness for Luigi.
I got another nat one.
All right.
You're on point
my.
tonight, man.
Louis, let me ask you how your character might know this information. So looking through these, you find two things that are prominent that kind of stand out to you. Two of the teams have down information for their next of kin or their sponsors, because the space says next of kin / sponsor. For the Mighty Meat Tones and Armageddon Brunch, you know that the names that are put down are the not so public name of two of the royals that run this place.
Ooh.
So
Well, I was a
how does
plumber.
your-
Maybe I was fixing the royal throne, as it were.
Yeah, maybe it was like their actual residence, and so their real names are put down.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it looks like those two food trucks are being sponsored by two different royals.
Which two are those?
The Mighty Meat Tones and Armageddon Brunch.
Oh, well,
It's quite the sponsorship.
Yeah.
Now, the other thing that's in the packet, actually, they're not in these packets. In your packet that you got, so it's all the same forms that you saw in theirs, of course, blank. But then there's also like the greeting package, which tells you the rules and the settings. Now, this competition actually lasts for a week. It's a week-long competition, and looking through it, it is half, maybe less than half, about your ability to cook. The other half is scavenger hunts, looking for ingredients and tools to make the foods.
I have the perfect ingredients.
Yep.
Arnold, Molly, and Tiffany, their next of kin would make fantastic ingredients to go into the Mighty Meat Tones food truck.
So in years past, and it's not saying that it will be this year because they're being a little obscure about it, but in years past, there has always been a secret ingredient, which you have to all go and find, and a secret implement that must be used in the meal somehow.
okay.
So we'll have our work cut out for us then. Who's good at actually finding things?
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
I think we
Well,
might have somebody.
When I used to be a plumber, I used to scavenge pipes from places like plumbed. So then I just kind of continued on with that career after plumbing was no longer a viable option.
Some of those plumbing pipes led to mystical worlds on the other end, castles with trapped princesses. They're always in the next castle. Yeah.
Yes. Every castle has a princess until you get there.
Mm-hmm. And right, so in the sheets that you have to fill out are much the same. Basically, you have to list, the name of your company, who's the head chef, each of the positions within the company, assets. Like you actually have to list what equipment that you're going to bring to the competition. You notice on their forms, equipment includes such things as portable rocket launchers, Gatling guns, tasers.
Oh boy.
So, yeah.
Well, I mean, we have a fine mounted gun on our truck.
Oh, can we find out what they're bringing?
Yeah, we've
Yeah,
got it.
it's listed.
Yes.
Like it's
Oh,
listed
excellent.
there, everything that they're bringing.
Yeah, we may need to see how our competition's arming themselves.
Well, we got that. Yeah.
Yeah.
If we can.
I might be crafting a few extra rounds for our mounted turret then.
Yeah.
We may need some more armor or something along those lines too.
Honestly, looking at what they're listing, They're food trucks, and in all cases, they are either food trucks. One of them, the Mighty Meat Tones, have several buggies with trailers. So they have several different cooking stations. One's a barbecue pit, one's a rotisserie, etc. But I mean, looking at the vehicles, they're no better armed or armored than yours, but they look like they're bringing a lot of personal weaponry, firearms, tasers, neck devices, etc. And you're also seeing that, except for breakfast at Tiffany's, they've all competed in the past.
Well, it makes it sound like they're not killing each other, at least, if they're coming back.
Yeah, maybe. In the rules, does it say anything about, thinning out the competition during the competition?
No, it does not.
Well, that's good. I mean, everything's on the table.
Still have to probably operate within the confines of our normal rules. I'm trying to remember.
I mean, you're still under. I mean, there is like the clause at the bottom saying like all rules of the Citadel are enforced, etc. Which
Okay.
So if you can swing it without being caught, sure.
Well, and then we gotta stock up our weapon supply.
Yeah, might do good to kind of just copy some of their inventory. Small arms, nets.
Yeah.
Or just steal theirs.
The Meat Tones have things like they've got a lot of grenades, like tear gas grenades, hot, flashbangs, that sort of thing as well. They're pretty kitted out.
Yeah, and for what it's worth, Rule 5 is not stealing, so we'd have to do a good job at it if that's what we're gonna do.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
And the very last thing that you have to agree to on there is that once you've essentially signed the paperwork, a drone is going to be assigned to your company that's going to track you around for both pre and post video that can be spliced in during the show. It's all going to be televised, both video and radio.
Okay, so we'd have to do any of our shady business before we turn in our paperwork.
Ooh,
What do you got?
I wonder, because Louis, you were good enough to get that other drone that was shot down earlier. I wonder if we could create a false feed.
Ooh.
I could create a dummy drone, so to speak.
And then we all just sit and play Pinochle for like an hour, and then just keep replaying that game of Pinochle.
Yes.
That's a good idea. So
there is a knock on the outside of your food truck. While you're talking and looking at this, there was a line forming. And so there's a Fessarian out there. He's like, "Hey, you guys ever gonna open?"
I guess so. Yeah, let's open up. Let's do some business.
yeah.
All right. Go ahead and make me a new cooking roll there.
Yes, please.
And so this will be for your day. How well you get things going here.
Let's hope I do better this time.
I got a 4.
Oh my
Jesus,
God.
Dan. I don't know how you do it.
I don't know what you do.
So what are you serving today?
Boy, I think we still had some Buddy-O burger meat left over.
Did we basically just ground up a mix of old seafood and now we're mixing in the orphans that are starting to turn a little bit?
Yeah. We're just clearing out the pantry, I think.
All right.
Yeah.
So the Fessarian in the line, first one there, you hand it over and he looks at what you're serving and, there's clearly like a worm wriggling through the meat. He snatches it up, eats it. It's like, wow, thanks. Just like Mom used to make. Everyone else in line, though, is a little leery, but it doesn't keep them from coming forward and starting to buy.
That's what counts.
Right. Okay, so a 4. Roll me 4d10.
Man, we're doing, and by we're, I mean me, doing just shabby today.
Okay, so assuming that you guys aren't doing anything to drum up business because it's raining and miserable out there, you're going to end up making, well, how long do you want to stay?
What time of day is it when we start?
This is probably mid-afternoon at this point.
We'll stay, get us at least through the after work rush, probably, right? Stay till like 4 or
Okay.
5.
All right. 110 shot pieces then. That's what you clear.
All right. It's not terrible.
Yeah, people are grumbling though. You're hearing people say, "Oh, I remember this card. Jeez, I have a brown stain in my pants later on." Oh, this is horrible.
Bring it back. We'll cook it.
Oh no.
Nice. All right, yeah. So you stay through the lunch rush. You make some shot pieces. Most people are kind of like not so happy about the meal, but again, it doesn't stop them from eating. You're one of the few food trucks that have set up out here. So yeah, good
Okay.
timing for you. All right.
Good
So
timing.
after this is gone, your line's played out. You've gotten some horrible reviews. But other than that, you made your money. What's up for today?
Well, we either need to hunt down more weapons or we need to go do some investigation of one of these trucks. I would vote for the Hunger Mutilators or Breakfast at Tiffany's because they're not associated with the Royals.
Damn.
Seems fair.
Then maybe the Mutilators because they're more experienced, at least with this particular
Oh,
contest.
Yeah. All right. Let's
Okay.
go.
All right. Well, the Hunger Mutilators show an address for their business in Misery Side. So you're fairly familiar with it. It's just, it's Randy's block of the woods.
Let's head on over.
Yeah. Worst case, we just do some snooping.
Yeah.
All right. Good enough. So Misery Side has not got it's not well labeled for streets and such because there barely are any. It's basically beachfront property. The land is shattered and it just turns into ocean. So as you're going out, you could swear the directions are out in the ocean. So you get as close as possible to where you figure you're going to be. And you guys look out, and hey, there's a floating little island out there. It looks like it's man-made. It's floating on old tires and debris.
Wow.
We need to make a raft or steal a boat.
Oh, Randy's is just back there.
Yeah, let's go hit up Randy and buy off all them tires.
Or just see if he has a boat we can borrow.
He does rent boats and whatnot.
He rents scuba equipment too. We could go in like them frogmen.
I like
Not the actual frogmen that do exist, but nice. All right. Well, if you want to go back and check on Randy, he's still out there fishing. You notice that he's just got flop sweat. Like he's just breaking out in sweat. It's raining, but he's got an umbrella out, but he's just sweating. He's mopping his brow every now and then. He's kind of panting a little bit. It's like, hey guys, caught some things. Eels mostly.
Wow.
We'll fry those up tonight. You hear his stomach kind of gurgle.
That's fantastic, man. Yeah. It's awfully warm out here. Can we borrow a boat from you?
Just boat, oars, or do you need a motor?
I can row. I don't have any problem rowing.
Hey, a rowboat. Yeah, you guys can borrow my rowboat, and kind of points. And there's like an old aluminum boat that'd hold all of you. It's got 2 oar locks on either side, so someone would have to oar it out. I'd have to charge you for a motor, but if you just want to, borrow the rowboat for the day, you go right ahead. I'm not using it.
That's fantastic, man. Yeah.
Oh, excuse me. Little indigestion today.
That's too
That's
bad.
great. I can taste that meal another time.
Delicious.
Still good.
Good. I'm glad to hear it. Yeah, I'll pile into the boat,
All right.
set at the back, get the oars ready.
Okay. Is there any reason why your mutant would ever have learned to row a boat before?
That's a great point, Bert. No.
So go ahead and make me a skill check at unskilled.
D10, yeah.
Yeah.
strength on this or something else?
Strength is fine.
All right. Oh, I got a 6.
Okay, only needed
Oh,
5.
no.
I mean, you're not the most efficient,
Okay.
You're just using brute strength more than technique, but it gets the job done. You basically figure out that you've actually got to put your back opposite to the direction and everyone else just steers you. And, after a bit, you figure it out. So you start going for that floating island that you're seeing. As you're getting a little closer, it's built on kind of a wooden raft and it's using a whole bunch of tires. And these tires are probably what Brandy's been fishing up. Because they're all kind of tied together and chains and ropes just to help this whole thing float. And it's kind of like a bungalow style shack where it's got this huge roof and it's only got three walls seeming to be put together with just driftwood. And the roof itself is probably most of the structure, but you see they've got several tables set out. And there are some other rowboats and boats kind of moored around that have just tied up, and seems like it's a floating restaurant.
Okay. Well, let's just head on out there.
All right. You jump out, and there's this old artillery piece that's been carved out, and he's turned it into a grill. And Arnie Awesome is there. He's a mutant with 4 very large arms. Counter to you, Chuck, he's got a huge head and itty bitty legs. He's got this huge apron on, and it's kind of really tight and form fitting, showing off his pectoral and his 12-pack. It says "Kiss the Chef" on it, and he's just working the grill. And he's got exceptional aim. When he's got one of his some kind of meat that he's frying up ready, he just kind of tosses it with a spatula. Guest holds her plate out, lands perfectly on the plate. And you come up and you see that for 1 GP, it's all you can eat lunch special.
Well,
Do we
Arnie's
want to?
every bit as big as Christian is. His legs might be a little smaller.
that's fair. I got
wanna-
bigger legs. He's got a bigger head. It all balances out. Yeah, I guess we can. If we want
There's some island music playing in the background. You hear like a steel drum going and a little little syncopated rhythms going on. It seems to be just him, but you do see inside the structure there are a few people hanging around playing pool. They've got some air hockey going on. There's a jukebox that's playing the tunes.
Any sign of
There's
drones?
Yes,
Yeah.
he's already signed his documents. Well, actually, this is probably the first time you guys have seen one of these. There is a lizard that's perched on one of the benches close to Arnie Awesome. But in place of the lizard's head is this gigantic camera lens that seems to be focusing in and out to get Arnie in the screen, and it kind of moves in to get the view of everyone else around.
Oh,
Okay, that's
okay.
strange. I figure I can throw in a gold piece, and then we can chow down on some competition food.
Oh yeah, we can go eat. Someone can sneak off and go see what you can find.
All right. Yeah, there's not
Okay.
much to this place outside of this kind of bungalow eatery shack. You see that there's a big steel drum that's probably fuel because he's not cooking on coal. There's a pipe running into it. Again, there's several boats from customers around. There's maybe a little bit over a dozen customers here
Okay.
enjoying things.
Would this still count as being in the Citadel?
You don't know. Actually, let's make a check. You might know.
Okay. I say maybe we're on
Maybe-
maritime law.
yeah. Make me an intelligence check.
Rolling bad tonight. I got a 2.
Yeah, the dice are not kind.
Yeah. You don't know.
Okay.
You don't know. Anyone else can make that check too
Okay.
if Christian just mentions this.
Was that an intelligence check?
Intelligence check.
Okay.
Got a good roll, guys.
There you go.
Okay.
Ooh, but you got an even better one.
There are buoys further out in the Misery that kind of delineate the edge of what is the Citadel of Scrap, and they're well within that. And the fact that he has got a monitor lizard watching him
Oh, I
Yeah,
just got
you're
it.
still
That's
within the Citadel.
fantastic. Fucking monitor lizard.
Yeah,
I
monitor
didn't
lizard.
think about that. Yeah, it's fantastic.
All right. So he's
Maybe
with.
we could disable the monitor lizard while nobody's looking.
Oh, I was thinking I can slip into the water and just push this whole thing in the water out past the buoys.
And as soon as we're past the buoys, I'll sabotage that big old canister of fuel.
I like that.
All right. Well, let's get the plan in motion to see what happens here. So, Dan, your character, Frank, or I should say Frank, you paid your coin. Nice product placement check.
You're welcome.
You go in and you grab a plate, and he kind of nods at you, and he makes the flick what he's cooking over. The perfect flip. Catch it on your plate. It's some kind of homemade sausage. Smells good. And then he points. There's big like casks of beer that are set up on ice. You're not exactly sure where he's getting the ice, but people are just helping themselves to the beer, and he kind of points at that as well. There's just this huge jar at the front that you just toss your coin in for your meal.
Nice. I'll go dish up. Might as well, spend a gold, enjoy a coin.
Mhm.
The sausage is actually really good. It's got a modest spice to it. The meat, you're not sure what it is, but it's got a good flavor in the mouth. But the beer is exceptional.
This could be problematic for us.
Well, no, the beer's in casks. Is it like they're ladling it out of the top, or is it on a tap?
No, it's on tap.
Well, if it's in a cask, it'll float.
Is there any, is there any branding on this beer?
No, there's not. Looking around, it looks like they have like a distillery back there, so they probably make it out here.
More explosion.
Oh, beer.
Mm-hmm. All right, so it's really good food. And Arnie is like very, he's smiling at everybody. He doesn't say much, but he's making these like finger guns as people come in, and he's making a game of throwing the sausages out. Everybody seems to be having a great time. The music's really relaxing. You kind of get into it a little bit. In the back, you see the people playing pool, some air hockey. Some of them look like guests, but some of them are actually wearing aprons. It looks like there are 3 mutant women that are part of Arnie Awesome's crew. And they are basically they're giving out menus to people. They've got just like little hats and stuff that's got Arnie Awesome on it. So they're working the crowd a little bit, but a little subdued today because of the rain. Now, The rest of you guys, how are you approaching? Again, it's just a floating shack on a bunch of driftwood and tires. Jeremy, Chauncey's kind of a tech guy.
Yeah.
So make me an intelligence check, just as you're kind of looking around, seeing how everything's formed and put together.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
It's one single piece of string that's actually holding it all together.
Actually, you could probably do this as engineering, a general.
A general tech? Okay.
Yeah, general
awesome.
tech.
That's even better. Okay.
Yeah, awesome. There's no way that
11.
this is just floating in place without moving around. This has to be anchored. Like there has to be an anchor of some sort underneath this island, or it would have just floated away by now.
Definitely. They've got themselves anchored down there, Christian. I'm not sure how they have, but you are a big, strong lad. And between the distillery and that giant canister of fuel, why, if we could just get past the buoy, I'm sure I could rig something up.
Before we pulled up to it, I want to kind of slip off the boat and kind of, follow the boat up to it to where the rest of them dock.
Okay. So you're in the water and just kind of holding onto the boat, bringing it up. Okay.
Yeah. And my goal will be to, because I'm hoping with it being tires and driftwood, that hopefully there will be air pockets and places I can stick my tiny face up to catch breath when I need it.
Sure.
I want to explore the underside of the boat, see if maybe I can find this anchor chain or rope that Chauncey's talking about.
Right. Make me a stamina check.
Sure. Not a one. Oh, it's a 6.
Okay, so the water, as you stick your head under and you kind of open your eyes to kind of get a look at things, you have to come up real quick. The water is just stinging your eyes really bad. You also notice that there was some bubbling coming up from the water below. I'm not sure what that is, but whatever it is making the water really acidic, and you're just not able to open up your eyes underneath the water. Meanwhile, I just rolled something there in the background. So Frank, as you catch your second sausage, Arnie looks at you and he points at you. He says, "You, Dragonverse, right?"
Yeah.
He gives you the thumbs up with 3 of his 4 hands. The other one's still moving it around. He reaches into his pocket. He pulls out a cigar, and with an expert flip, it lands on your tray as well. "Good, all right."
You too. I'll gladly take the cigar.
Those
Seems like
Flavortown boys, they were horrible, horrible.
No kidding, they're assholes. Glad we got them run off at least.
Yeah,
just barely.
Continues to nod. All right, so yeah, Christian, it's you're gonna need some goggles or something if you want to do anything under the water and stick your head under there.
Okay.
I'm actually worried about ruining our reputation at this point.
Well, there's no reputation ruining as long as there's no witnesses.
That's the best way to look at it. So Chauncey, Christian has is checking underneath. You were kind of getting the lay of the engineering of this place. What are you doing while Chauncey is? Christian is checking out the undercarriage of this place.
Well, I mean, since we've already kind of been identified, so to speak.
Well, he only saw Frank. You haven't
Okay.
actually wandered onto the premises for the most part.
Yeah, I mean, I'll kind of be doing my best to kind of do some social engineering, as it were. And
All right. So you do walk in.
yeah,
Okay. Do you pay for the all you can eat, or do you head towards the back
yes,
where
of
the pool
course.
tables and stuff are?
Yeah, I'll toss a coin
Okay.
and make sure to like express my joy over these are the finest spirits. I can't believe you have your own distillery. I'm a bit of a tinkerer myself. I'm very curious to see what you've got set up there. This is amazing.
Yep. He's hard at work grilling, but he points to the back, and one of the mutant ladies comes forward. She's got like a beehive orange hair. She's got these big glasses on. She's got this powder blue waitress uniform with the apron, and she kind of waddles out. You see that her legs they're basically fused together, and there's flippers on the end. She kind of waddles out, and Arnie points at you and says, show him around. He wants to see the distilleries."
Oh, thank you so
Man,
much.
his accent's everywhere.
You just are the most delightful. I met some lovely crustaceans the other day. Guns aside, they were just lovely. We were really loving the riverside here.
She smiles, showing a row of serrated, sharp teeth in her mouth. Otherwise, she looks perfectly human. You can see maybe gills, just maybe the barest gills on her neck.
Oh my! If you're trying to charm me with those pearly whites, it's working.
She's like, "Oh, well, Arnie wants me to show you around. Why don't you come around this way, big boy?" She gives you a hip check, and you see on her name tag it says Flo.
Well, I'll go with the flow, as it were.
Yeah, so she shows you around. They basically got a mash unit, a boiler back there, and just a very simple device. But you're noticing some of the ingredients that are going into it. You're not exactly sure how he got a hold of. This is like fresh grains, hops. They're aging. They're not aging, but they're storing the beer in barrels that were once used to make bourbon. You're thinking you can smell it in the air.
Oh,
we need to get on their supply chain.
On the inside, Chauncey's considering whether or not, for once, should we really destroy something so beautiful?
Second thoughts.
Well, you don't know what's going on.
I don't, but Chuck is.
Construction mode. So what's Louis doing?
God, I don't know. There's got to be some sort of angle I can work here. All right. So inside the place, I'm not going to be paying for an all-you-can-eat deal. I'm just going to sort of, I'm going to approach Frank and just kind of, talk to him for a bit and just be like, hey, so how's the food here? You think it's really worth the money?
It's pretty darn good. I could spot you if you want.
Oh, thanks. I mean, no, you really shouldn't. But yeah, thanks.
I don't think that. I don't think we should do anything unsavory here.
Yeah, I'll keep that in mind.
So at some point,
Right. I'll
some
spot
more-
the gold coin for him to eat.
Sure, yeah. And as soon as you pick up a plate, Arnie sails a sausage over to you and points to where the beer steins are. At some point, the rain seems to calm down a little bit, and they set out some torches to light up the place a little bit more. And they've got an interesting smell to them, kind of citrusy, kind of lemony. And you see why after a bit, because after the rain stops, there is just a flood of insects that kind of converge on this hut, but the smoke from these torches is they're acting like almost like a dome, just an insect dome around this place. And you get a good look at them. These things, they look like mosquitoes, but they're like several inches long.
Oh goodness, we might have a hard time getting out of here.
Yeah. Oh God. It's not going to look good for Christian coming out of the water there. Okay. So what sort of setup do they got? Like as far as like a back, like a back.
Again, the whole establishment only has 3 walls, but it's got this enormous roof, right? And in the very back, you can see that there is some kitchen supplies, but it's mostly set up for pool tables and some air hockey. There's a lot of people playing games. Looks like there's some wagering going on. There's a chalkboard where people are marking off. Looks like there's some kind of tournament going on. And again, a jukebox, like an honest to goodness jukebox, neon colored lights.
It's actually
This
powered.
one's actually playing records. So like a new
Wow.
record
Nice.
slaps down. But all the records seem to be this kind of Caribbean steel drum music. Or at least that's what everybody's
Jimmy Buffett
choosing.
playing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All he's missing is his Margaritaville machine.
Absolutely. And that's really what more I'm looking for, like a sort of equipment, like a
Okay, so,
board with a menu on it or something like that.
Yeah, actually, some of the other Arnie's helpers here are actually handing out menus for people that aren't doing the all-you-can-eat. It looks like they specialize in various sausages. For the all-you-can-eat, all you're getting is the beer and sausage. That there's no sides or anything. It's just the beer and sausage for all you can eat. But on the menu, they've got like shrimp and grits. They've got some casseroles using sausages. They've got a meat platter that's got a roast beef and sausage. They've got a surf and turf, different things like that. All of it's grilled. It seems to be the kind of their specialty, and lots of sauces. Like the sausages come in various spices. They've got sweet and sour sauces, barbecue sauces, all kinds of different sauces.
Dang. All right, so we just got to sample as much of this as we can.
As far as equipment
Yeah.
goes, like you can see, like they've got a sausage stuffing press where like the ground meat goes in, and they've got the sausage casings that they're filling up. There's a few gas. Actually, make me an intelligence check, since you're checking
right.
out all the equipment here.
Let's see. I'm wondering if there's like a. No.
If you got any special skill that, for technology, you can.
Yeah, that's
use that.
kind of what I'm wondering here, but
What's your class again?
scavenger.
Scavenger.
I'm not really seeing anything specific to what I'm looking for right now.
Right, but
So,
you would do it as a skilled check in this case, being a scavenger.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm not seeing anything in that particular regard. So intelligence, you say?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Okay, nice. It's all running on gas, and you're looking around. There is a tank out there, but that tank would, if everything they're using here is running on gas, that tank would run out pretty quick. And you start poking around and looking around, nobody's stopping you. And it's not like anything here can be really secured. It's just 3 walls of driftwood, right? And you look out back, and there's this kind of like scoop thing that's laying over the island, like right in the water. And that's when you kind of get a good sniff. You weren't quite sure what it was coming up, but they're harvesting some kind of natural gas that's coming out of a gas pocket that they're floating on top of.
Oh, well, that's probably why Christian couldn't go under.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, so Christian, you're
I
just
can't go under.
It's
Yeah.
horrible in here.
So if I can't go under, I'll just kind of cling to the side, trying to stay low under the lip and just work the perimeter, seeing if I can find anything to see if there's an anchor chain or rope going down or.
Okay. So there's nothing on the edge. So I'm going to say during this time, you're able to make your way all the way around this very small floating island.
All right.
And again, the tires are just kind of heaped on top of each other, lashed with whatever kind of rope they've got, chains in some cases. And there's a bunch of these little aluminum boats, much like the one you brought up from Randy's. Actually, most of them look like they belong to Randy. They've got his little neon paint on the side.
Yeah.
But you don't see anything that's anchoring on the edge of this down. So it must be like right in the middle.
Right.
Going down. Now, I want you to make me a luck check.
Sure.
As the rain stops and you're kind of on the outside of the island, poking around all the boats.
I pass at 7. My score's 11.
Okay. So this dome of insects just kind of descends and darkens the sky. But the citronella flames do go out just enough that you're still within its protection.
Oh, good. Good. All right.
Might as well have you come in and eat some food.
That's what I'm thinking. If I can't find anything there, then I'll.
So you're not seeing anything that's going to help you sabotage this place, although you do find the vent in the back that seems to be harvesting this gas that's coming out of the water. You do find that. And it is literally just a hood, and the gas is just being collected in and siphoned into something on the other end.
How big is this vent?
Pretty big. It's a good 15 by 20. And it just kind of splashed down on top of the water. Like you could actually swim under it if you wanted to.
That's what I'm thinking. I might swim under it, maybe see if I can crawl inside.
Okay. Duck under and you're closing your eyes tight so that that gas doesn't get in there. You pop up underneath this thing. And of course, now the gas in this confined place is really strong. Give me a stamina check.
Yeah. 18. All right.
Oh, you make it. You feel like you're going to pass out. The gas is being sucked into this conduit that's maybe 2 feet wide. So you're too big to fit through there. And there is like a little bit of a current. So you think there's a fan on the other end that's slowly turning, pulling this gas in. But you feel like you're going to pass out if you stay under here too long.
Okay. That's good enough. All right. I'll get out of there then.
Okay.
I'll probably make my way back around to where we landed, climb up on the boat.
I was going to say the other thing you find, though, is that some of these boats aren't empty. Some people have left stuff in the boats.
Oh. I'll poke around. I'm always down for stealing.
Always down for stealing. Some criming. Christian's in for the criming.
Yeah.
All right. Roll me. Give me a second here. What page was this on? Pardon me for just a second.
You're fine.
158. Okay. All right. Roll me a D100.
Sure. 34.
34. The first boat that you come across has got a canvas sack. You kind of peer inside of it, and there's a 26-pound bag of cat litter in it. Still in the box.
Delicious.
I'm going to leave it. You know, it's going to get ruined, me trying to swim that over to our boat.
Okay. You want to check out another boat?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, roll another D100.
This one's a 70.
All right. This one's got a bicycle pump laying in there.
Just manual?
Yeah.
I take that.
All right. You snag it. Just write it down in your inventory. Bicycle pump.
Yeah. Any other boats?
One step closer to Dig Dug.
Yeah, I mean, you can keep going if you want. If you want to check another
I'll
boat.
do one more because I don't want to stay. If I can't get any headway here.
Okay. Make another D100 roll.
Yeah. 85.
85. Okay. There's a suitcase in this one.
Can I pop it open?
Little tabs on it. It doesn't look like it's got a lock, although there is a key lock actually, but not one of those combo ones. You go in, you pop it open, and there's in a plastic bag. There's two silvery colored, almost like those jumpsuits that you got from the Fantastaplex. That same kind of silvery coloring to them, and they're still in these vacuum sealed plastic bags. Two of them in there.
I'll take the two suits. Leave the suitcase.
All right.
And then, I'll take them all back to leave them in our boat. I'll shimmy on up and head on in and pay my gold.
All right. So right down the inventory that you have two silver suits.
All right.
Silver suits, interesting.
And that's an item that's in the core book.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
All right. So, everybody's having a good time. The shadow of those probably lethal insects doesn't seem to be dampering anyone's spirits. Every once in a while, one of Awesome Arnie's aides will come out and fill up some of the torches so they don't run out. And just, the meat cooking is endless. The beer continues to run. You're all together again. What do you want to do?
I would like to look at you said they had to refill these torches. I'd like to look to see where that came from.
Okay.
Might be another avenue of sabotage.
Actually, you're still with Flo. So she probably does it while she's still showing you around. So there's a couple of barrels out back. And it looks like they're filled with this bug juice, which she tells you they make on premises. She just gets kind of like a gallon pitcher, scoops up some from a barrel, and she goes through and just kind of fills up all the torches.
Okay.
People got a lot of good tech and resourceful things going on here.
Indeed. I'm trying to think of whether if I'm better suited to try and find some way to ruin the composition of their anti-bug juice, or if I'm more likely to be able to rig an explosion from their distillery.
See, I'm interested in just stealing everything, their ideas.
Looking
Stealing
around
their tech.
now that I'm up here, any signs of where this anchor might be? Or this attach point?
Well, you're looking around, and so you kind of go towards what you think is about the middle of this island, and it's underneath the awning, but not as far back as where all the pool tables and everything are. And you notice that there is, of all things, there's a sewer lid, like you're stepping on it, like you clang as you hit it.
Yeah,
it's an awful interesting thing to have on a floating island.
Okay. When I
now,
get
granted, you have no privacy. Keep an eye, keep this in your head. There's people all around you.
Okay. Yeah, I'll take it back to the group because, no privacy. I ain't touching it at the moment, but maybe we can come up with a distraction. Get everyone.
Sure. I'll just put my mug on one of those torches, and when the bugs come in and everyone freaks out a little bit, and just pop in there.
It's a great idea.
You want to do that?
Yeah. Just let me know when you want me to do that. I'll go up, I'll get a refill, chug it down, and we'll be in business.
Well, let me get some of this beer first, and then we'll do it. So I'll go and get myself a mug of beer. Down it real quick.
Yeah.
All right, I'm good.
So good.
Yeah.
You down it real quick, and you kind of pause midway. You're like, "Wow, that's really good."
I'm gonna
hold on. Let me get another mug. Yeah.
Are you sure that we want to wreck this?
I really don't know.
I mean,
I'm going to take some of the beer and I'm going to pour it into one of my 4 copper pipes that I have from being a plumber.
Sure.
I kind of want to keep this beer above all else.
I'm going to save the at the very least a pipe full of the beer so that maybe we can use the yeast to make some beer of our own.
Yeah. I mean, worst case, if we ruin this, though, we ruin the skills, the knowledge, and the tech.
Oh, no.
Exactly.
That's why I would almost rather just let the insects kill everybody here and then we scavenge, because I can figure out the distillery.
Okay.
Wait, so we just put out all the torches and beat it.
So
all the torches but one, take that torch, then beat it.
Got to remember, if we were seen doing this.
That's why we were going to push us out into.
So as you guys are discussing and talking, you hear Arnie call out, "Last call! 1 hour till happy hour is over. The buffet will be over for today. I hope you all are nice and full."
Hold up the plate.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
perfect target.
We're all eating it.
Right in.
All right. So we
He
got to
seems a
get
decent fellow. I hate to kill him.
I
And
know,
as
I
you
don't-
guys are talking, one of his other helpers comes up. This is a shorter mutant. She's got just unnatural red curly hair, very cute pixie-ish like face, same kind of uniform and this kind of 1950s pinkish diner outfit. Her badge says Alice on it. She's got a stogie in her mouth, much like Arnie does out front. She's got several in her apron, and she comes up to you guys and offers each of you a cigar. And it says, "Hey, I heard on the radio today that you guys are doing the competition at the end of the week."
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't really know a lot of other food around here, so we're kind of just checking things out.
Oh, Arnie, don't mind. It's just kind of a publicity thing, really. We enter every year. We haven't won yet, but yeah, it's fun. It's a fun time.
Sounds like it's got some interesting stuff going on. Like you do some hunting or something.
Oh yeah, it's like part scavenger hunt, part cooking skills. Mostly the scavenger hunting, though. Oh hey, between us, just in the spirit of helping fellas out. It's really dangerous. Make sure you got some guns on you, some protection on you. You never know what it is that you're going to be hunting for an ingredient. I mean, there was one year that you had to go and kill a dinosaur. Half the contestants died in that one. Arnie did really well though. Came so close to winning that year.
Do the contestants ever fight each other?
I mean, it happens like when you're hunting for the special ingredient that's got to be in all the dishes and everything. You're each given a location that only your team is allowed to scavenge in. Now, there have been times where, a team will kind of try and poach. But I mean, they record all of this, and you got to be really clear about not breaking any of the Citadel laws. So they were disqualified. It's happened in the past. I mean, there's been some skullduggery going on and all, but, to be honest, Christian, you're there, right?
Yeah.
To be honest, it's one of the few ways us muties can get a break around here. I mean, I don't know there's ever been a mutant that's gotten their paperwork.
Yeah, I tried to get mine the other day, and they robbed me blind and gave me the runaround.
Yeah, it's like that. Arnie's put in every year. We've been here at the Citadel 8 years now. Every year he puts in an application. They never even give him a call back. So we figure, hey, if we can win this competition one year, Arnie can get citizenship and we can go legit and not be out here in this floating shithole.
Is there any way?
She's like smoking the cigar while she's talking.
Wait. You mean to tell me that you're looking to get rid of this floating shithole?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I mean, we don't prefer to be out here. It's just, we can't own property. Our food truck, it's not so, it's a boat,
it's construction. It's got wheels, obviously.
Yeah.
So it qualifies as a food truck.
Is there ways for the contestants to help each other?
There have been some times. 2 years ago, what was it? Now, last night at Frida's, I think was what they were called. Really great cooking. They did seafood primarily. They used to come here all the time, and Arnie and her kind of decided to help out with each other, but she didn't make it past the she kind of takes off her waitress little paper hat and it's like, well, she didn't make it through the gathering phase. It hit already pretty bad. He tried to help her.
Well, maybe we can work out a deal with Arnie. Like, maybe, if Arnie wins, it's a good thing for mutants. And maybe if Arnie wins, maybe we could buy this place or, get this place off of him.
Well, hey, are you the head of this company? Because, any mutant win is a good win.
I'm
technically I am.
It's Frank there. Frank's our commander in chief here, but we're all partners in this.
Well,
the thing is, though,
I'm sure they'll figure some way to put it on Frank.
Well, we're trying to get Frank's citizenship first. That's our goal.
But
trying
the
to get-
wonderful thing is his paperwork is just going smoothly. It's terribly unfair, I know. But from what I understand, the competition, anybody on the team can get citizenship, right?
Well, that's what they say. That's what
Do
they
they
say.
pick who gets it?
They strongly suggest that it be someone befitting citizenship. Now, again, no mutant led teams ever won, so can't tell you. There was just that one year where it was a gray team, and they had one human on board, and they pushed real hard, and it ended up being out of a team of 5, 4 grays and a human. It was the human that ended up getting the citizenship. So I'm not saying that
Well,
they were strong armed into it, but
yeah,
that's
that's-
how it ended up.
Was the human the one in charge of that
No,
crew?
he was just the short order cook.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, so it's a little rigged, it sounds like.
So, what do you guys think? I'm thinking maybe we work with Arnie. You know, this beer has changed my
too
mind.
good.
Yeah,
It's
it's beautiful.
it is. My heart grew 3 sizes this day.
He gets the restaurant. He gets the citizenship. We get this lovely space out in the middle of Death Wasp Island. Everything works out.
I think so.
You all really are the loveliest mutants.
Well, so much as little we try.
I've seen lovelier, but it's been a while.
Well, can we?
You're not sure what her mutation is. She looks like a short human.
I'm not gonna
Very
poke. That's her
pixie
business.
face, very young looking pixie face, but she speaks like she's much older. She's still chewing and smoking away on that cigar.
You know what? I got a great idea. I'm a half-blood. Maybe if I was on the Hunger Mutilators team, maybe they bring me in, right? And then if they win, then I drop out. And then, who gets the citizenship now?
Yeah,
And
but
this
how
is
does
this is
that help
this
us?
is her speaking. It's like, I don't think that works. If they've already turned in their paperwork, and I'm pretty sure they have, you got to go with the team that's on the paperwork.
That's true.
Yeah. Once y'all close up shop, can we, chit chat with Arnie for a bit?
She kind of looks over just to see how many people are still looking around. Arnie's already like dampening the fire. He's throwing out the last of the sausages. Just a few people that are left. It's like, yeah, it looks like maybe the next 20 minutes or so we'll be winding down for the day.
I'll catch one of those last sausages. One more beer.
Right.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you want to wait around 20 minutes later, basically Arnie calls it the last of the beer. He actually fills up. People bring over like gallon jugs. He lets everybody fill up for the way home.
He's a saint.
Gosh. Yeah, we cannot hurt this
We
guy.
cannot.
We can't.
We have found the winner. We must help this man.
Genuinely good people, unlike you.
Yes. They must be protected.
Yeah.
This one deserves it. Not like us.
Sometimes it takes a bad person to protect a good person.
So Arnie comes over. He sees that you're talking to his crew, and each 3 of his hands pull out cigars, and he lights each one off the one he's smoking and hands them all to everybody.
Oh, gosh, how do you say no to that?
Yeah. So, Arnie, there, buddy. We like your place here, man. It's amazing.
It's a shithole, but
Well,
it makes good money.
You make it amazing.
yeah, you turned a shithole into a fucking place to be.
But I grew up here on Misery Side. Did a little diving. Found a few things to make this work.
So,
I'm glad you're enjoying it. I haven't had your food yet, but I've heard a lot about you. You've gotten some radio play. They keep showing the same commercial over and over from the racetracks.
yeah, that's where we started.
Yeah, we kind of hit a couple different markers on our way here. Maybe we'll see some stuff from our Flavor Town battle here soon.
So, we were thinking, wondering, hoping, maybe we can, work together.
Oh, you've been on the food truck rally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Honestly,
maybe.
we're not so interested in winning it ourselves.
You know, it wouldn't be terrible to win it, but it'd be great advertisement. And maybe we're thinking that, if you were to win, maybe we could take this place over.
He thinks about it. I mean, yeah, the restaurant that you get from winning is a nice place. You have to patch bullet holes every once in a while, but it is not so bad. Better than here. Yeah. He scratches his head with one of his hands while he's kind of like taking off his apron with his other hands. He's like, it's all good. We enter every year. It costs nothing to enter, and to be honest, you get those scavenging rights at the beginning. It's quite useful. My sausage machine here, I got that 3 years ago.
Oh wow!
So
As
we
part
can
of the
keep what we
competition?
scavenge.
Yes, you're supposed to be scavenging for whatever ingredient or equipment you're supposed to use, but it doesn't say that you can't keep anything else you find. You have exclusive rights during that 24 hours. Exclusive.
Oh my!
Bless your heart. I didn't think I was going to grow any fonder of you, and yet I have.
Oh, yeah. Take a cigarette or a cigar, but stay a little bit back. Artie doesn't swing that way.
So I think what we're thinking, maybe in the competition, at least a truce, you see any way to help us, you give a hand. If we see any way to help you, we'll give a hand.
Yeah. There will be some times when the groups are very far apart and you're on your own, and times where you're very close, and sometimes not so friendly things happen.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be good to have another team to work with this time.
Yeah. I mean, ideally, we want to elevate you up.
Yes. We say that now in the heat of the talks and all, but when the competition comes and the blood is up and rising, things happen. Perhaps we can have a deal. We make deal.
All right.
You make deal. You make deal with Arnie. Arnie keep the deal.
Let's make a deal then.
Okay.
I'll reach out to shake one of Arnie's hands.
Yeah. Actually, arms go everywhere to shake.
Yeah.
So you want this place from Arnie's here. I show you how to run everything. You keep all the equipment. I show you how to upkeep, keep it from floating away. Keep the megafauna, the stupid mosquitoes. How to keep those away? They're poisonous, by the way. You do not want to be bit.
Oh, that's good to know.
I give you my contacts for the meats that you need to make the sausage with. I give you my recipes. My recipes.
That's amazing.
Yes.
In return, what does Arnie get?
How much babies?
We'll protect you during the group parts where we're all together. I mean, I can do that. We can do that.
That goes without saying. Arnie protect you. You protect Arnie. But what else does Arnie get?
We got amazing tech here who can help fix up any gear beforehand.
And it's clear that obviously either yourself or somebody on your team is amazing, but I'm not bad myself.
I tell you what, you give Arnie your services. Arnie gets this new restaurant. You help Arnie fix restaurant, get it working well, get new machinery put in, not at your expense, but with your technical know-how. Yes,
Of course,
you help.
yes.
You help with Arnie's new place.
That sounds
Love
great.
nothing better.
Sounds fair. Yeah.
Good.
All right.
So we mutual, no shooty, no aggression. We help one another when we can. Yes,
Yeah.
yes,
Absolutely.
Absolutely. And if neither of us win, we can still be good friends.
Yes. I'll give you some pointers as well. Where you're given exclusive rights to scavenge for ingredient equipment is always very dangerous. Never the same year to year. Also, not in the Citadel. Sometimes in the Citadel, not often.
So
You're given device that moves you to location. In 24 hours, device goes off again. If you do not have device, you do not come back.
Okay.
Oh my.
So-
do we all need to be holding hands when that thing goes off? Or
No, just vicinity. 10 feet. There's instructions. 10 feet.
Okay. So in the parts where we're outside of the Citadel, are we still subject to Citadel law at that time?
Oh, no. Unless you are still in Citadel, then of course, yes. But
Okay.
usually not in Citadel. They monitor lizard. The lizard, by the way, is recording this conversation. He points out that the monitor lizard says, "You get one of those. This one name is Herb." Flipper comes up with a thumb.
Hey, Herb.
He's good. Give him sausage. He cuts certain things out. You cut this out, right, Herb?
That's good. Good to know. Yeah. Well, that's good to
Okay,
know.
so we just got to be careful about people who are going to take advantage of those rules missing.
Yes, and also take care of your own. How you look to public.
Okay.
Because all your actions recorded by Lizard, and they use it in commercials. They use it after the fact in many things. So make sure you're
definitely talk trash about you. No problem. All right.
Yeah, well, yeah, if that works for you, that's fine.
I mean, it might
it's
work for them.
just the one camera?
The one lizard, yes, just the one lizard.
Okay, that's good to know.
Yes. Lizard is Citadel property, though. You do not harm Citadel property.
Right.
Okay.
Besides, might be kin of my lizard here. He's good people.
Well, yeah, we don't want to hurt our monitor lizard at all. No, we're not. No ill designs there. I'm just thinking, if we need to sneak off and do something that wouldn't look good for PR, make sure that our monitor lizard is distracted with something more entertaining to record.
So I tell you so many things useful to you. You have anything to tell Arnie? You look like people who might be do research before.
Yeah, do we want to share?
I
feel okay about it.
Yeah, I mean, we could maybe give some of the information out at least.
yes.
We can at least give the names of the other competitors, and we're going against the something or other brunch. I didn't get the first word completely written down.
There's Armageddon brunch with Molly Mercury, who knows spices. Got breakfast at Tiffany's with Tiffany Tirade, who's a fan of the more exotic dishes out there. And finally, the Mighty Mighty Meat Tones, run by Terry, and Terry, who are, from what I can tell, wasteland barbarians who use roadkill. Oh, you heard of them?
Oh, the Terry, yes, the brothers. Oh, so much troubles. They try to shoot and kill everyone. It's granted is what their job was before becoming cooks. So all the habits die hard. I mean, they apologize afterwards. They not kill my crew. They say sorry. I take apology.
Okay.
It's business, right?
Yes, their food is horrible. Horrible.
So they try to
they
win
won't
through
win.
elimination.
Oh yes. It's what they know. It's what they know. It's a career of working in armies and killing things left and right, killing things, blowing things up. So you become a cook. What do? You kill things, you blow things up, and you flavor it. Not much difference.
Not much
That's
different.
fair. That's fair.
So we just got to be careful around them.
Yes. They're very, very, very sly. Very sly. But can do wonders with roadkill. It's their specialty. Roadkill being anything they kill with their hands is roadkill. So, I think 3, maybe 4 years ago, they killed another group on the sly, turned them into sausage. It was not very good.
Well, ouch.
Did not get caught. Very sly about it.
Okay. That's good to know.
We'll have to be very careful about them then.
Sometimes bad publicity is good publicity. The lizards got them, killing off other contestants. They were not in Citadel, They made a show of it, heads on pikes, all this stuff. So, hey, still good for the truck. They still make food afterwards, still make money. Some people just like that, I guess.
All right. Well, that's a little frightening.
Okay
Yeah.
then.
Okay. Well, I think that also gives us what we need to do on our list next.
This has been just a surprisingly delightful day.
Honestly, yeah. I mean,
pretty good.
you say these things flying around are venomous. Do you know if it's possible to like cook the venom out of them? Could you make sausages
try
out of
that.
these guys?
It's horrible tasting, but they smoke good. You're smoking them right now.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's cool.
Very nice.
Okay.
Is there like a
Venom
trick
in
to-
blood makes sick. Venom in lungs make happy time.
Oh yeah. I mean the wings are like leaves. Oh yeah. Ah.
Wow. Is there like a good trick for leaving here?
Oh, you just you see candles on tables. Just take candle with you. They stay away.
Okay.
All
Make
right.
sure we got full.
All right.
It'll be good to do business with you.
Yeah, it'll be good. Hopefully, this is the start of a long friendship.
Just and again, try not to. If body count looks to be high, don't fear losing. You'll still come out ahead if you scavenge well. Make that your priority. Costs nothing to enter.
All right.
Is there
Costs nothing to
a
enter, scavenge wonderful new things.
is there a way to like quit?
No.
Also, no
you
quitting.
can die. You must finish as part of contract.
Okay. Just figured I'd ask.
I have to run out the clock.
Okay.
Mm.
Yes. Run out clock. That's a good way to put it.
This
Right.
has been the best possible advice.
Yeah.
I think that's probably good for me.
All right. Yeah. This is fantastic. Thanks, Arnie.
Yeah, I'll be
Good
glad
meeting
you decide to talk and have camaraderie over food and cigar and beer instead of trying to blow Arnie up. Much appreciated.
Yeah. I'm glad I decided that too.
Truth be told, the beer really was like the winner.
It was something I told you I used to do dive, find things. The cask they used to make alcohol liquor, bourbon, I think it was called. The beer just soaks up that flavor, becomes so good. I'll have to dive again. If you take this place, I'll show you where to dive for the casks.
It's fantastic.
We
Nice.
have to keep you alive because we need more of that.
Yes.
Annie hopes to be alive for much longer time.
Yeah, I mean, if we want more beer,
I'm good to head
Arnie
out.
must
Yeah.
live.
Yeah.
All right. So we made a deal with Arnie and his team, which you may or may not go back on. We'll find out. So it's evening by this time. You take the candle with you. The insects
Yeah.
do swarm you, but they don't really, whatever the smell is in the candles, they just don't like it. And they,
Mhm.
once you're far enough away, they just stop following.
Oh, I'll also show everyone else the stuff I scavenged. I got a bike pump.
Ooh.
And I got
Take a nice detonator.
I got two of these things, the silver suits.
Oh, those
I
are very
don't-
nice.
I don't necessarily think they'll fit me because I'm very large.
True, but probably be
Yeah.
excellent maybe for Louis or for Frank or.
Not that Christian would know, but it fits anybody. It's alien tech.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
Wow. So we got something pretty fancy then.
Yeah, those are nice.
I stole them.
All right. So we know that Terry's kill. They cook what they kill. The food sucks,
I
and they
think
never
we
get
need.
caught.
I think we need to sabotage their ammo.
I'm really worried because we need to find out who they've killed. It can't just be. I mean, what? And maybe they're connected to the Royals somehow, or.
Well, didn't you come back? Their next of kin was listed as royals.
Yeah.
Ooh,
I mean,
yes,
that's what
we
worries
find
me.
some angry opponent of the family that they've worked for. Was it to dig up some bad blood or something?
All right. So it's
Somebody comes to try to kill
evening
them.
Wednesday.
Yeah.
You guys want to do anything else tonight?
Turn in our
Suppose we
boat.
should.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Randy is he's in the bathroom when you hear them, and you just hear them just like, oh my gosh, no, splatter. It's like just dock it. I don't know what's going on.
Is there like a a Citadel of Scrap Walgreens or something? I feel like maybe we should go get him some Pepto or something. Here's some baby wipes and some Pepto. You're gonna need both.
Here's a copper pipe full of beer.
Oh, hey.
Nice.
You'll need these things.
You'll need these things. My next thing was maybe we should hunt down some information on where the Mighty Meat Tones are set up.
Mm-hmm.
Or does that in the address? Is there address?
It is. There's an address. Yeah.
I'm hesitant to deal directly with the Terrys for fear that they will deal directly with us.
Well, they technically aren't allowed to kill us while we're in the Citadel. So as long as we don't start the fight, and I'm the one most likely to start the fight, so I won't do it.
They're good at killing. It seems. They're good at being sneaky about it. It seems.
Let's at least go take a look at the place.
Yeah.
They have a actual physical restaurant. You pull up, and it's got musical notes made out of meat. Like there's like a rib bone that makes the note. There's a skull that makes another note, and it spells out the mighty meat tones on the side. But they've got their own physical location. You do see though that there is a sign on the door that says "Closed, out hunting." It's hunting, TIN
Nice.
apostrophe out hunting.
Well,
And this isn't the location that you get for winning the competition. They just actually have
this is their own. They've got a building. Their place is it's past wholesale into just the outskirts of Shorewood, which is that's a dicey place. A lot of criminal activity goes on in there. But they're kind of right just on the border, just as you're passing through wholesale and it becomes Shorewood. There's a couple of freestanding buildings there. They've got one. Looks like this place used to be a gas station.
I was just about to ask if they had gas because I would love to set up a gas leak.
Yeah, none of the pumps are there anymore, but it looks like the building itself used to be a gas station.
Yeah. Looking around as we take a look, any sign of cameras?
Well, there's drones in the air. There's always drones in the air.
We need to get in there somehow.
Agreed.
And we need to destroy all of their ammunition.
Well, this is the meat tones, not the Terrys, right?
Mm-hmm.
No, they're one and the same.
Yeah, that's the same.
Oh, okay. Sorry, for some reason I thought they were different.
No. They are the
What's
mighty
the,
meat tones, led by the
setup
trio of the Cooking Brothers.
Okay.
So it's a one-story flat concrete building. It has windows, but they've all been boarded up. Okay. Front door looks like it's a massive steel door. It looks like a really strong door, and it's got just this plaque hanging on it said "Gone Hunting." There is a rear door. Doesn't look quite as nice as the front door, but it looks like it's reinforced. All the gas pumps and everything in the awning have been removed. The concrete slab is still there, so they still have the lids that would go into the underground gas tanks. Those are still there, but no pumps, no assembly, nothing else around, just a squat, one-story, square concrete building.
So I'm thinking we go in the sewers again.
That was dangerous and exciting last time.
Yeah, it was. Go in the sewers, come up through, if they got a basement, we come in the basement. This portion of the Midwest, they should have a basement, maybe come up through their drain or something. This is right up your alley, Luigi.
Yeah, I mean, I got a wrench. I got a Leatherman. Let's do this.
All right. So you want to find a sewer lid, a block away or something?
Yeah, that's a block or two away.
All right.
Find somewhere
to
park.
You head towards
Park right over the
Shorewood.
sewer lid.
You can do that. I was going to say, as you go to closer to or further into Shorewood, the trees have like these really large, full canopies, and so like one of the things why there's so much illegal activity goes on here is that their drones can't see down into this area.
So,
So you find a sewer lid,
Yeah.
just into Shorewood a bit enough that you don't see any drones above you anymore.
Down we go.
All right. Who has the lowest luck? I want you to make a luck check.
I got an 11.
I got 9.
Sounds like it's Louis.
Sounds
then.
like it's the 9. Yeah.
Ooh.
I just typed 9 in my damage there, so 3 under 9.
Okay. Yeah, no problem. So you make it. You, being a plumber, have a sewer key, we'll say. So one of those metal things that you can pop off a sewer lid with. Otherwise, that'd be a little difficult, but you do. Pop off the sewer lid. It doesn't look like this has been used in a bit. The access ladder that drops down is not in great repair, but it's only like a 6-foot drop. Who's going first? And kind of give me your marching order, as you really can only go.
I think Christian
file.
should go first, then catch the rest of us.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm
So
good with that.
Probably come up with like a way to come back out.
I'll just
Yeah.
lift you
As
up,
well.
and I jump up and pull myself up.
How tall is Christian?
Let me double check my sheets.
And I think he's probably the tallest of the group. That's why I'm asking.
Yeah. My notes are I got giantism. So
Okay. So you're at least 6 feet tall. So you're going to have to hunch a little bit. The tunnels is about 6 feet in height, and it's about 4 feet. So like 2 of you smaller people could go side by side, but anybody that's a little on the large side, based on your con, you're probably only going to be one of you. So kind of give me an order here. Who's in the front? Who's in the back?
I'll take the front, walking out front with my, and I'll be dangerous, and I'll have my scrap gun loaded out front.
Well, Frankie and Louis are too important to leave at the rear guard, so I suppose that puts me at the back.
Yeah, unfortunately, you gotta remember I'm also down on my stats pretty significantly.
I'll go
There's
ahead
no
and
food truck
after,
without you.
Christian.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Christian's in the front, and we got Chauncey in the back.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and everyone else is kind of taking it middle, and you're going single file?
Yeah.
All right. What have you brought with you for weaponry and to see? Because it's dark down here. There's no light.
Definitely.
Well, I'll have
I'm assuming anything in your inventory you would have had in your
Yeah.
van. Okay, let's just make that easy.
I've got my battle axe on my back. I've got my scrap gun in hand. As far as lights, I don't have anything.
We have a candle.
Oh
do
yeah,
have a candle.
I'll hang the citronella candle off the front of my scrap gun to light the way.
Okay. All right. Does anybody else have light?
We could probably bust down a piece of wood or something and just make a torch.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember what we did with the light we had during the food battle last time when we went to the sewers.
Yeah, okay, so we're near some wooded areas then.
Yeah.
How
you
far
can make
away are
torches.
they?
Right
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
Yeah, you can make some
Okay,
torches.
yeah.
Not a problem.
Yeah, just grab some sticks, dump them in lard, and light them up.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
and
a
you
good
got the
idea.
lard in your
Yeah.
food truck. Not a problem.
Yeah. We got grease, we got lard.
Right. Show of hands who's carrying light then. Christian's got one. Who's got a torch?
I'll probably
I'll
take
take a torch.
torch.
People in the middle have torches. Chauncey, you do not. You're in the back. Okay,
Yeah.
good enough.
I
Christian,
have
you
a cleaver and a gun.
Yeah, I've got basically like my goofy turtle shield and pistol out. Just
nice.
walk behind the rest of them.
I got a chain flail with reach.
So Chauncey, you're going forward. There's about maybe ankle deep worth of sewage in here. It smells really bad, but actually lighting that candle, that citronella candle, is helping somewhat.
Nice.
There's lots of bugs skittering about, and again, ankle level worth of muck that is excrement beneath
Delicious.
you. All right. All right, Chauncey, you head off. Make me an initiative check.
You mean me?
Yeah, just you.
Okay. Give me my agility test here. 11.
Okay. You come to kind of a Y intersection where it branches off at an angle in front of you. You can go left or right. Both of them are kind of going in the direction of where the Meat Tones restaurant is, but you're not sure quite which one. With that 11 on your initiative check.
Yeah, well, I mean, if it's a...
Something comes out of the left-hand tunnel and is rushing at you. It's coming from the dark. It's moving fast. You have no idea what it is, but you can react to it. What do you do?
I pull
It looks small.
Pull the trigger.
Okay, pull the trigger. Okay, go ahead and make me an attack roll.
9 to hit for 7 damage.
Okay. What kind of gun is this?
Scrap
It's a
gun.
scrap gun.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So that's actually kind of like a shotgun sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Lots of fragmented pieces of metal just shoot out into the tunnel, creates a flash enough that you can see, and it illuminates bats. Your shot shreds some of their wings, some of them screech, but they just continue to fly past you and up and out of the sewer hole, since no one said they dropped the manhole cover back on.
Sure didn't.
So they just pass right by. But you did discharge a gun in this sewer confined space. Everybody make me a stamina check.
Ooh.
I knew the risk.
You knew the risk. 10 is the target number. If you made a 10 or higher, your ears are ringing, but you're okay. If you failed that, you're effectively deaf until I tell you otherwise.
Okay, well, it's just me. So
Poor Frank.
Poor
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So everybody's ears
I will make
ringing.
it plain that I can't hear anything.
Map.
Frank yells that he cannot hear.
Okay. No.
But other than that, you take a moment, and it doesn't sound like that discharge of your gun has woken anything or caused anything to come and investigate. So it seems like you're okay, but now's the question. Right or left? Because they both go in the direction.
What side of the street was the restaurant on in the direction we're facing?
Nice. It is on the right side of the street.
There
Well,
we go.
as you were coming towards it, it was on the right side of your street, but then you went past it, and then you're heading back.
So
So
it would
no.
now be oriented on the left, right? Correct? So we'll take the left. We went past it. It was on the right. We turned back. Yeah, it's on the left. We'll take the left path. Always left.
Yeah.
Always left, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So the next break in the tunnel is a set of, looks like someone's taken some time to keep up the repairs of a steel ladder bolted onto or welded onto the side of the sewer access, and it goes up to another sewer lid.
Perfect.
If you're being a judge of how far you've come, you think this is really close to, or if not in their establishment.
I'll take a peek. Can I take a few moments to reload my scrap gun?
Yes.
For what it's worth, we've been told many times they have a lot of grenades and they're very sneaky. If I was a sneaky bastard with explosives, I might set a trap.
Do you want to take a look?
No, but I will.
Okay.
Okay. Make me some kind of check for sneaky devices that might have been deployed. If you've got a special skill for that,
I happen to be very specialized in weapon tinkering. I do that
would
sort
be
of thing
fine.
myself.
that would be fine.
I'm going to just stand around.
Perfect. Yeah, you find some clay-like molded stuff that encircles the bottom of the sewer lid, and you see what looks like a little device that's embedded into it, and it looks like it's got a plunger spring-loaded top, so that if the lid comes up, that plunger goes out, and probably that clay stuff is probably explosive. That's what you're thinking.
Do I think I have a reasonable way of disarming that, since I'm aware of what it is?
Well, you tell me.
Wow. Okay, well, I'm going to be very honest with all of you. There's some extremely nasty explosive right there, and if we just push it up, it's going to blow us all up. I could try to disarm it, but if anything goes wrong at all, it is instant death.
I'll give it a shot. No problem.
Well,
Stand by.
is there a way we can detonate this from a distance? I mean, there's two ways to handle a bomb. It's to try and, disarm it
And if we disarm it,
quietly.
we salvage it.
Wait, that's a good point. The other way is to, just blow up the explosive.
Yeah. It
True.
depends on how obvious we want to make it that, someone came in through the sewer.
I don't care. They're not here.
Yeah, could you use that bike pump to make a detonation device for that stuff?
I mean,
That's a really fun idea.
If we could salvage it, though, I mean, then we'd have our own explosives.
I'll tell you what, I'll try to salvage the gray stuff without messing with the plunger.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'll kind of point things out so you know what to be careful of.
It's basically a clay line that runs around the bottom of the lid in a circle. The detonator is packed into the clay, and its plunger top is on the top of the lid. So tell me how you go about this dismantling.
I'm going to.
Because I'll give you bonuses depending on how you decide to go about it.
All right. I'm going to use my Leatherman multi-tool to try to wear a little bit of the gray stuff from around the plunger, and then just slowly, well, not slowly, but gently work it out. Not even scrape it, just sort of mold it out. And then once it's been molded out, then scrape it away, and then take the stuff around from the whole lid.
So this
I'm
is
gonna back up a little bit.
Yeah, this is going to take some you got to make sure that you don't jiggle that thing enough that plunger comes out. So I'm going to want a reflex save.
Would a circumvent security check also work?
Do that first. Go ahead, and we'll see what that roll looks like.
I'm going to burn 3 luck to add 3d4 to that roll.
Before you burn it, I'll tell you how this is going to work. Okay. Your target number was 10. You made an 11. I was going to treat your reflex save as a +1 above what you already have. For every 5 points you make over 10, I'll give you another +1.
Ooh. Well,
so up to you. You going to do it?
Yeah.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, d4. Another 7.
Okay. So that's a +2 to your reflex save.
All righty. Let me just modify that real quick.
And if anything else, you've reduced the amount of the material that can detonate as well.
True. So 10 for the reflex save.
Okay. You make it. So what happens is you scrape off enough of the molded explosive so that there's just a little bit adhering to it. And then you go in and you're trying to remove the detonator without the plunger coming up, and you're able to pop it out intact. So you're left with a little detonator. You're holding onto the top of it. There's still a little bit of explosive you couldn't get off of it, but it's just a little bit. And the rest of it, you just kind of rolled up into a little ball.
Handy.
Nice.
So excited.
I'll just pass it all off to Chauncey. Here's your plunger bomb.
I'm so excited.
So, Chauncey, what do you do to keep that plunger down, though?
I don't know if I have anything that's the equivalent of duct tape or anything like that, or
I would assume you do. Or electrical tape or something like that.
Something like that for the moment.
Sure. Yep. Because of the good rolls that were made, you wrap it up so that the plunger doesn't come up. If it did explode, you didn't know how big it would be anyway. There's just a little bit of the stuff adhering to it. Probably wouldn't be that big of an explosion.
Just
Now
enough
we've got all the other explosive just to save for another day.
It's like a roll of Play-Doh. All right. Looks like it's clear.
You want me to go first?
I'd still maybe suggest, since you're so tall, I'm probably gonna yell this at you.
Hi guys.
Just reach up and then just push the lid up and over a little bit, and then just let it sit for a second.
Okay, yeah, I'll do that.
Is that what you do?
I reach up, I push the lid up, and I just slide it off to the side, and then I kind of step back for a few moments.
Make me a reflex save, Chuck.
Yeah.
Dang.
19.
So you push up the lid, you slide it to the side, you see a bright red dot appear on your wrist, and you pull down your hand real fast, and there's a poof, and you're pelleted with a bunch of shotgun pellets. You're fine.
Okay. Well, there was more than one trap. I'll go up and I'll reach my hand up again. See if anything else triggers from.
Nope. It looks like you're good.
I am fairly certain this is the place. I'll shimmy up the ladder.
And we know they have shotguns, so that's good to know.
So you
You're
come
gonna
up,
rob these dudes blind.
shine your citronella light around, and you come up what looks like an enclosed garage bay. And that's why the sewer lid lit up here, because they could just hose everything down. It would go right into the sewer.
Okay.
So you come up in an enclosed garage. You can see some oil on the ground where there used to be a vehicle or two. Nothing in here currently. Of course, the windows are all boarded up. You see one door and the garage door. So one door going in, and then the garage door is behind you.
Okay.
Is everybody coming up?
I feel like I'm probably very dangerous to us right now.
Come on up. It's fine.
Yep. And also what you see is there was a shotgun that was laid on a couple of pieces of wood, and there was some kind of sensor that was set to, if that lid or anything broke the red laser light, it would just fire off the shotgun blast. It looks like it would just set up to go off once.
I
Well,
really
that's-
have to just respect their capacity for violence. That was delightful.
Mhm,
Oh,
mhm.
absolutely.
Frank, you can hear again.
Oh, good. I think we should keep an eye out for them to come back from hunting in case we need to hastily flee back in.
I'll use my multi-tool to loosen one of the boards on the window so we can see outside.
Okay. All right. You loosen one that looks into the street.
Yeah.
The back of this place is bordered on the wood, so you know there wasn't a road back there. Okay. Yeah. You got a view outside. The street light is on, but other than that, it all looks kind of dark out there.
I think we're good to go.
All right. Is there like tools or like supplies or anything here in this garage?
You would think a garage would have that.
Is it bare?
But it's bare. Like you
Okay.
can see pegboard where there's the outline of tools, but all the tools are gone.
The door going into the building, is it a round knob or is it like the lever?
Turn knob, and it doesn't look like it has a lock on it.
Probably trapped, though. I'd assume everything's trapped.
Chauncey, do you want to take a look to see if this is going to try and hurt me as well?
Yeah, yes, that seems like a good idea.
Good. Give me a roll.
If I was a dirty bastard, what would I do here?
Wow.
I'm
Find two
really good
things. One, there's a magnetic switch, which you think is attached to some kind of alarm system, as you see two wires leading off, and you kind of peek around. You're not sure where they go to. I mean, it could go to an explosive, but the way it's set up, you think it's just an alarm that's going to go off. But then you also see a really thin, like mono thin string or wire that's attached to the frame, and it's taut on both ends. You're not sure what that does. If you open the door, though, that wire is likely to snap, you think, and it's like hair thin.
Yes. I'll kind of try and follow where it looks like it might go. But yes,
It's all on the other side of the door, unfortunately, so you really can't see.
So
I wonder if there's something terrible that falls on them from the other side, or this. Yes, it is. It's both alarmed and trapped.
Delightful.
So if there's a magnetic sensor, like we can see the little like white block on the door.
Yep.
We'll just wedge that off and tape it to the other part. And that way it'll never read as having opened. I don't know what to do about that wire though.
It's very thin.
Can we like grab a hold of it to keep the
Yeah,
tension
just
and then cut it in the center and like wrap it around something to hold it tight?
Somebody can try.
it's a reasonable idea. I'm willing to try that for you.
If you've got some kind of disarm ability, disarming trap ability, you can try that. Otherwise, I'm just going to make you make a stat roll just to see how agile you are.
Yeah, I've got weapon tinkering or general tech. I don't have specifically a trap thing.
Weapon tinkering, I would accept that.
Okay.
And that string is on our side of the door.
Well, it's like right around the bottom of the door. There's like a very small gap for the door to swing, and he saw the string attached to the bottom. And in the way that it's tensed, it feels like it will snap if you open the door.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna just crawl back down into the sewer a little bit. Maybe I'll survive.
I'll toss you the shotgun from upstairs. Just be like, hey, take this.
All right. Chauncey?
16.
16. Okay. You managed to keep the string breaks when somebody pushes the door open, but you're holding on to both sides. So who pushes the door open and looks into the room first?
I'll do it.
Christian?
I do it. Yeah.
All right.
I'll do it.
So what you see is that there's 2 grenades just kind of hung casually on the door frame on the other side, and this string would have pulled the pins out.
Okay. They're smart. They're clever. I'll grab the 2 grenades and make sure I hold down the levers.
Yeah.
And I'll pull them off the wall.
Yeah. Yeah, you pull them off. They're intact.
Please tell me you got tape.
Well, if you do it that way, the rings
pins
never
are
get
in?
pulled. Yeah, they're still
cool.
inside. Yeah.
We got 2 grenades.
Got 2 grenades. It's an upgrade.
Yeah, they're frag grenades.
2 grenades and a shotgun with a laser sensor.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I'm writing down clay bomb stuff, shotgun, sensor, frag grenades with 2 tally marks.
It's a shopping episode, really.
Absolutely.
I love stealing.
This shit's great. Let's go for the kitchen next.
Crimin'. All right, so you come in the back door, and you are in the kitchen. You see it's a gas stove, gas lines coming in. It's pretty simplistic. There's 2 deep freezes set up. They've got locks on them. There's a refrigerator. There's like a big vat that says fat just scrawled on it. It's very simple kitchen.
Chauncey, can you hook up the plunger bomb to their oven?
You read my mind.
C4 in the oven, so when they open it,
boom.
Delightful.
Oh my goodness.
So go ahead and make me the weapon check. It's not going to blow up in your face, but let's just see if you can set it so that it would work.
I love that idea so much.
I'm taking that back out of the team inventory.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you think you got it set pretty well.
So excited.
I want to look for a storeroom.
There's an open, it looks like it used to have a door, but they just ripped it off, and it's just got shelving there's all kinds of canned vegetables and foods. There's a bunch of, looks like they do some of their own canning. There's glass jars that have, one of them is it's got this possum. It's kind of staring at you inside this pickle brine. It's not moving, and you're going through, and there's all kinds of there's bugs. There's other small rabbits. There's something that looks like a baby Fossarian.
Oh, no.
Face up against the glass. All kinds of little critters, and they all got various amounts of squishing, tires ran over them or something.
That's great.
Oh god.
Amazing.
So, but no sign of their weapon depot.
No,
right.
There is there is a separator between the kitchen and the there's a serving area, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it's got a door or a flap on the other side that's down, but it looks like somebody on this side would serve or put trays of food there, and there is a double door going into the rest of the restaurant on this side. It's closed, but there's no lock. It's like a swinging kind of double door that you can go forward or back through. No lights, so the only lights that are on are what you guys have for torches and that citronella candle.
Probably just keep watch at the moment still.
I want to go
Frank's playing it so safe tonight.
I am, because I'm pretty crippled stat wise. So the less opportunity I have to make any checks at all, the better off we'll all be.
Those butt cheeks are still healing.
He had his ass handed to somebody else.
Literally.
Oh my!
All right, yeah. So you're not seeing any weapons. I mean, you're in the kitchen.
So I'll kind of scour. I don't trust they've got to have something here. I'm guessing when we looked at their form had an extensive list.
Yeah, they did.
Armory.
Gun in the toilet tank, or how much is in the fat.
All right, so there's
Scour.
nothing else back here, including a restroom. So do you want to push forward into the main dining area?
I do, but I would like Chauncey to check these swinging doors first.
Of
This
course,
is one of the most
Christian.
dangerous
Of
dungeons
course.
we've ever been in.
Yeah, it is.
We're actually
We have to
checking for
protect the
traps.
pulse.
All right, I'll look for more traps.
Okay.
Oh goodness.
You do find a sensor, but it's not a trap. Like you can trace the wire up.
Mhm.
There's like a little bell that dings whenever the doors are pushed open from either side. And it's not like a really powerful. It's literally
Mm-hmm.
a little silver bell with a hammer.
Ding ding.
And you look it over thoroughly. There's no explosives attached to it. It's just a little bell.
Let's go ahead and dampen that anyways.
I was gonna say I'll just reach up and put my hand over it so when we open
Muffle
the
it.
door it doesn't ring out. Yeah.
Okay. So their dining area only has 4 tables with 4 chairs apiece.
I'm going to steal the bell.
You're just gonna pop the bell off. All right. That was the real trap. No.
Oh my god.
You're not sure how much they actually use this place because the windows are all boarded up, and it's not like something they did recently. Like they look like they've been boarded up for a while, and they would only be able to, 4 tables of 4 chairs. That's the maximum number of people they'd be able to serve. And looking around, it's not well kept. It's pretty dusty and grimy in here. There's a fake plastic plant that's dying. Yeah, it's a dying plastic plant.
I take that.
No. Don't you get this was all a falsehood to begin with. They put down a bad address because they're clever. They expect somebody else to be clever to come to the false address. This was all just a trap to begin with.
Oh, that's smart thinking. Well,
Could be.
yeah,
Could be.
that's smart
Yeah.
thinking. Well, all else fails, we got some, we got some grenades out of it.
We got to do the same to them.
Do we rig up the
They're
grenades?
connected. They're connected with
So,
royals. Whatever
Chauncey,
we put down inside our information, they're going to check it out.
So
Of
Chauncey,
course,
having
yes.
that thought, give me some kind of observation roll. If you got a particular skill that'll let you see things well, if you don't have any kind of skill, it's just a luck check.
Are we
Yeah,
on
I've
camera?
I've got bot repair, computer use, general tech, vehicle repair, and weapon tinkering.
I'll give you general tech.
Okay.
You understand tracing wires and wires that may not be in the right places.
Oh my god!
I'm okay on my tech rolls. tonight.
22. You have that thought and you start looking around, and they've got the normal conduits on the wall that would hold, electrical going to light switches,
Mhm.
outlet boxes. But you're also seeing another conduit along with all of these that don't make sense to you. And you go and you look up, and oh, there are the cameras. Yeah, you find a couple of cameras.
Can we trace
I'll
that
just-
out?
Yeah. In case it is a live feed, I'm giving a big thumbs up to the camera.
Oh,
Like almost like a salute. Like, good on you.
I'll come up behind Chauncey and I'll ring the little bell.
I'll just kind of reach up and just rip the cameras down.
Okay. You reach up, you rip the cameras down, you hear a thump on the roof before the cable snaps.
Well, we got to go on the roof.
Yeah, let's do that.
Satellite, maybe?
Maybe.
Okay. Well, you look around, there's no way to get to the roof from inside of the building that you can see.
We'll have to, do this from the outside.
Do we just want to go out the front door then?
I'd say if it's a sham, I mean, any door is probably as good as another at this point, although they're probably all trapped.
Yeah.
So out, you've got the front doors and you've got the garage doors.
Although we're on the inside, so we could probably identify the trap for the front door pretty readily, I'd assume.
Yeah.
Unless they predicted that we'd come through the sewer because it was trapped, knowing that we'd get caught and then just walk out the front door. We still need to check for traps.
I'm not saying don't check for traps, but hopefully we're on the
Yes.
right side of it.
Yeah. So it's definitely easier.
Okay.
Chauncey, even before you start to really dig into it, you see something interesting. There's a gas line that runs along the whole inside of the front door. And you see little, like you saw that there was a gas line coming into this place, but they're running the gas line around the door.
Wow.
They're
Oh.
geniuses.
Yeah, this is like Home Alone materials here. So it looks like they probably don't even use the stove here then. Is there even gas?
Nothing that, I mean, no one's been in this dining room for a while. Like there's dust and just everywhere. The kitchen.
Maybe we go retrieve our C4 and detonator again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll use my pipe wrench to just kind of shut off the gas line.
Okay. Shut the gas line off.
Yeah.
We're going to have so much fun fighting these guys later.
God damn, yeah, these dudes are geniuses.
It's like we're being tempted from both sides of the spectrum. Like, oh, what good, lovely people on their little floating island. And oh, these delightful bastards. I love them both so much.
I know.
They both. You know
They
who's
both
gonna,
offer something special.
What I'm really worried about is this Tiffany.
Yeah, who the hell knows what she's about?
So after you turn the gas off, do you go out of the front door then?
Yeah.
Yeah. So when you do that, you open the door and you hear the little like a Zippo, like if you
Yeah.
and there's a little spark of flame that if the gas was still going would have ignited gas.
Toasty.
Yep.
Is it a cigarette lighter?
It is a lighter. Yeah, it is like a
I'll
Zippo
take it.
style.
Hey, come here, Chauncey.
Of course, yes.
I want to pick Chauncey up and toss him onto the roof.
Oh,
Do we have
All
our clay bomb back, by the way?
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
Awesome.
Yeah, there was in fact a dish on the roof that the cameras were attached to, and you yanked it down when you pulled.
I mean,
We need to lay
Hold on.
low.
yes, but I'm sure it's on keeping that dish. It's not like dishes don't grow on trees, you know.
We should keep the cameras and the dish because we might need them now.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right. Well, if you try and grab the dish,
It's probably also trapped.
Why would
okay, no,
it
you
be?
grab the dish.
Okay. And then I'll, basically disconnect it from whatever it's doing at the moment. So it's basically, so we're not providing a feed anymore.
Mhm.
It might have something that they can track it. I'll look it over
How-
just in case.
Well,
How many
was it
cameras?
knocked over?
Yeah, you pulling the camera wire up pulled the antenna down. All right. So you guys go back to your, go back to your food wagon parked a few blocks away. And as you're getting into it, you hear a whirring sound, and then there's a blast of concrete near your feet. And another one of these stupid civic drones has fired a fine at you.
Whose name is on it?
Theft of private property.
How much?
This one just it doesn't have a dollar amount. It just says that you have to appear.
Is there a date?
Well, generally, you know that you have till the end of the month or you have 30 days to pay or show up for these fines.
Okay. We compete, then we get scarce.
Yeah, but we'll probably need to go pay our taxes and see what our penalty is for this.
After the competition.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep. Anybody can roll me an intelligence check. You've been in the Citadel long enough that you've probably looked over some of the rules, so you might somebody might remember what the rule for this
I got
is.
a 17.
It would make sense that Christian would go over the rules that he's going to break.
Yeah.
Yeah. Essentially, it's just that the fine is just telling you that your illicit activity has been recorded. Now, since it's private property, it's up to the private individual whether or not they're going to seek redress from the theft or not.
Oh, that's great news. If
It
Terry,
is, and it isn't, because now they know for sure.
well, if Terry and Terry don't make it through the thing, they can't push us for charges.
Well, there's motivation if I've ever heard some.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So we're way over time. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It was actually, I didn't expect a lot of this to happen, but that was very cool. Very cool. Hope you guys enjoyed it. But let's go ahead and sign out. Let's go bottom up. Dan, you got anything you want to plug there?
Nothing special. Just come check out our Discord. We got lots of games to play, and we usually post and communicate on there. Fun stuff. So,
all right, Jake.
Ditto. Come check out our Discord, people.
And most of these
we
guys
just
are
got
all.
a TikTok going too.
We do have a TikTok.
Yeah.
Well, Chuck can tell us more about that when we get to him. Jeremy, you're not fully a defender of Cobalt, so you have something extra to say.
That's true. It is a wonderful place to hang, but sometimes I do some comic nonsense on the side at the Pludecast, PLEWD. Why not?
Nice. Jeremy, tell us all the things. Jeremy, sorry. Chuck,
Yeah.
tell us all the things.
Hang on, I'm getting the Pludecast link so people can check that out. Yeah, Defenders of Cobalt, twitch.tv/Defenders of Cobalt. That's our primary. We'll be back, what is it, Saturday, tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Central. We're going to be playing some Ghosts of Saltmarsh. And then we do stuff Wednesday nights. This coming Wednesday, we're doing... we're running Rime of the Frostbane, but we're doing it in Weird Frontier. So it's the DCC-based Weird West game that Bert had the pleasure of doing a lot of work on. So it's a fantastic game. And then this Thursday, 9 p.m. Central on DOK, we'll be doing Watercolors and Warriors, our 5th ed Ghibli-inspired campaign. And then Saturday night, basic fantasy role-playing game. Once again on DOK. And yeah, Dan mentioned, check out our Discord. I'm getting you a link right now. All of us are in the Discord, so if you want to talk with us, hang out. We post lots of frog memes. And then I'm getting our TikTok. It's brand new. We have a TikTok because we're trying to be one of them young people. Sorry about that. That's going to get us our copyright ping for the night. I clicked on TikTok to get the link and it started playing music.
Okay, young people like music on TikTok.
It is, but TikTok
I hear they like
doesn't.
the musics.
All right, there's our TikTok link.
I've
So
listened to music a time or two before.
Nice. All right. I'm Bert. I run a podcast called Of Steam, Steel, and Murder, which can be found at BlueMagic, BLUMAGIK.com for 11 years of role-playing goodness in there. Still putting up shows even today. And I have a Twitch stream at twitch.tv/Steam, Steel, Murder. We stream on Tuesdays, Fridays, and Sundays. Tuesday is First Edition Dungeons & Dragons. Friday is BX Dungeons & Dragons, although we are running Talisman Adventures for the next few weeks as some of our players are out. Little nice, fun game. Sundays, we do a shadow run using Powered by the Apocalypse system on the alternate Sunday. Just fun stuff. This Sunday will probably be an unboxing and a chat. Just a nice chill night. I am a second string honorary kobold as well, so I appear on many of the things that Chuck does. I hope all of you that watched us tonight enjoyed this, and we will continue the next time. Say goodbye, everybody.
goodbye, everybody.
Thanks to everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.